morning, everybody. WhaleWatch back in action, and we got some cool stuff to talk about today. Because if you guys recall, we were dicking around with the Mr. Whale AI assistant on the site, and we were kind of curious about some of the flow that we were tracking from it. And one of its picks, now mind you, it wasn't a long list of picks either. It gave us a pretty concise list. What was it, like 5 picks, Anthony? Something like that?
We got like 5 or 6 there.
One of them did some crazy shit, I will say. And I think it came off the tail end of news, too, for Tiger Brokerage. In a second here, I'm going to flip us over to that screen if you want to pull that up when you got a second here, Anthony.
Yep, I got it.
I'm going to check the news because I'm pretty sure Tiger Brokers had bad news. I'm pretty sure they had bad news. Illegal activities in China was the news. Oops! Oops! But Mr. Whale caught that shit before it happened. So without further ado... Oh, shit. Did we save the chat? Because that would have been useful as all hell. Or did you OCD delete the whole chat, you menace?
What? Me?
No, him. Him. That guy who's thinking whether or not he deleted the chat.
let me go look.
I saw Dick Sporting's Goods. I hope it was Dick Sporting's Goods. Otherwise, we're going to get rated R on the show today.
No. Let's see if I can go find my Mr. Whale here. The Tiger one. Is there a, maybe, hey, here's a good one for the devs. See if they can put a search bar in here so you can search your conversation history.
I think that's a great idea.
That is a good idea.
Look at that. Me coming up with great ideas.
520. Yeah, I'm actually going to go make note of that right now because that'd be useful. That'd be useful.
Let me see when we did that. So it was 520. It was 520, and I believe it was a I'm pretty sure it was.
We do have a question already from AJ who asks, does Mr. Whale tell you when to buy/sell?
No.
No. And it probably won't and shouldn't.
No, the only person that should be giving you that advice is your financial advisor.
But we did really like the Tiger flow. I'm pinging the devs now about that search bar idea because that would be extremely useful.
Okay, I'm just kind of trying to click through here and see if I can find anything. Let's see.
Just super exciting. It's like, hey guys, we found this really cool shit with Mr. Whale. He lost the chat.
I
mean, I wrote down the contract and what time we talked about.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay. Let's pull up the contract. We can do some digging to find the actual chat to actually break down exactly what it said.
I think I found it. I found
snap!
I might have found it here.
If
I didn't find it
here,
up higher. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Nope,
not that one. Yeah. We'll find that after the fact. But let's look at this contract. We asked it initially to find us unusual options activity. We gave it some criteria. I think with this one, it was within the last 2 weeks with carryover open interest greater than, I think, like 70% of that day's volume. And it pinged Tiger instantly, this specific contract here, this $5.5 put. And you can see it actually had built up after the fact. So we asked for it to check the last 2 weeks, and it obviously caught the 18th.
Yep.
Yeah, because we talked about it on the 20th.
Yep. Yeah. Because it was a double down pretty much.
Double down pretty much.
Yep.
With pretty solid carryover both times. And on 522 we see a good sizable trim off of that initial position, but it looks like a good chunk of it's still open.
And look at that on 521 they added again.
Yeah.
I mean that was
$22 a contract there. The initial fills were coming in at 14 per contract on that 10,200 volume that carried over from the 18th. And this was one that it said it was, I'm trying to think of the phrasing it said. I wish we could find the damn thing. The phrasing was basically higher conviction because it met all of the hallmarks we gave it for unusual options activity. And it paid off, I would say. What are those initial fills on the 10,000? It looks like an average of 14. Yeah,
14.
Dude.
Yep, 14. I mean, even 21 there. I mean, that's.
Yeah, I mean, when the profitability goes 800%, it tagged like $1.25 per contract from those initial entries of 14 cents. Jesus Christ! And right here, this big old candle here, on the 22nd. That's that volume we're talking about that came off. They cut that at well over 5x right there. That's the exit on about 5,000 of those contracts. And again, there's still a lot of positioning open, but that's 800% in 1, 2, 3, 4 days. 4 days, 800% gainer on this news that I'm going to zoom in on because Jesus Christ. FX News Group has a shitload of ads on the side. Look at all this shit. My God. It's fucking 2006 again. Yeah, they got in trouble. And this didn't pop until long after this flow hit the tape. And good old boy, Mr. Whale, AI analyst, caught this shit. Now, I will say, $60 million to a broker doesn't really sound like that much to me. I'm going to be honest. But Tiger dove. It shit the bed hard. Like, really hard. Anthony was tagging me about this flow.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it was like Saturday or something. I'm like, holy crap, dude, what
he got
is
penalized
going on here?
$184,000. Their CEO did. They got cooked. They got cooked. 28% is crazy for an $80 million fine on a broker. But, oh, you did find it. There we go. There we go.
Yep.
And you didn't want it to be too crazy out of the money. Here's that initial thing that came in, 75% ass side. Then he refined it further from there. And it gave us our boy Tiger there.
Yep, and you can see it right there. The Tiger 5.5, 529 put there.
Now, I will say, the ticker up right above it, that HYG, that's one of the ones I flat out ignore when I see it. I'll say that, just the ticker. That one always has the weirdest shit, and every time I try to dissect flow on that ticker, it's so
goofy.
What's going on with this? HYG is on my no-fly zone. I just wanted to point that out for literally no other reason.
Those QBTSs would have been good, too. Look at this thing. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
77, and they hit 1258. I mean, that's...
All right. All right.
I mean,
Qubits, I think Qubits is down like 4% in pre-market this morning, but it's up like 50% on the month.
I think... I'm
and then Nokia, obviously. Nokia, we didn't even question that. Yeah. Christ's sake, dude.
Yeah, everything it pulled, I'm not looking at
TLT's probably fine, too. TLT probably printed.
Yeah,
TLT probably printed. Yeah, a little.
Yep, it did. Yeah, I think everything on here...
Dude, is it all of them?
Yep.
Did every single one of these profit? I'm gonna be pissed. Don't even look at HYG. I'm warning you. Don't even bother. Don't even bother. Don't even bother. I'm telling you, dude. HYG flow is useless.
Iron puts this one, so 520.
This one's flatlining to loss here. Yep, there's that first ad.
I mean, this one I probably would have thought short anyway. I mean, look at how far it is out of the money.
Pretty
and they
out of the money.
In last,
Yeah, whatever. Right now we're 5 for 6.
TLTs.
We already looked at Qubits. Yep. 6 for 7.
Probably all the
and
TLTs.
All of the TLTs probably printed. We can count the TLT as 1 because that was a really heavy flow day for TLT. That guy's...
I know Nate was talking about
he was. Oof. Nate likes his TLT.
840.
Yeah, I mean, so it's all of them. I'm going to let them know that, too.
You want me to share this one with you?
Yeah, send me the chat.
Let me share it with it.
Every single piece of flow we refined that to printed.
That's crazy. Well, why don't we take a peek at... I'm going to use the same exact...
That's funny as hell. Dude, the typos in that are never going to not be funny. Holy shit.
Hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with the typos when you hit 100% on your Mr. Whale trade, so, you know. All right, I'm going to use the same exact wording as...
Do I even trade flow anymore? I think I might just start... I hate to say the words. I've always been an LLM hater, and I have yet to find anything genuinely bad to say about Mr. Whale. Every single one. You can't make that shit up. I don't have a 100% pick rate from the chat prompt.
Yeah, that's insane.
All I can say is, God damn it. Damn, man. That's dope. Are you trying to find new ones now? Are we just gonna use this prompt at the top?
I'm using the same
the market's
prompt.
not even open, so it's not having today to pull from, but you are at least giving it some time frame.
I think we checked it. I think we checked it pre-market.
This was a pre-market, yeah.
Yes.
We were narrowing down our pre-market workflow with open interest changes.
Yep.
Please tell me your internet's not dying again, dude. Don't do this.
I hope not.
No, Mr. Whale. Mr. Whale was just taking a breather there.
Yeah, no, I reset my modem like 3 times yesterday, so we should be good. Ooh, it's only given us one name today.
Wait, did you take the original prompt because you did refine it once?
Yep, I took the original and I did the refine right after it too.
Oh, can you fix it?
I probably should have did that. Oh man.
Mr. Whale's like, fix what? You douche.
All right, hold on. All right, we'll do a new guy. It's early. It feels like a Monday, man. It's not.
Oh, the private ledger. It's because the account that's streaming isn't the newsletter it's streaming to, my friend. No secrets. No secrets. The newsletter it's streaming to is the Unusual Whales newsletter. Much bigger than I. I am but a writer. And an idiot on a camera. A loud one at that. Very loud one at that. We're going to have to start just using it every morning at this point. Because that's kind of stellar.
Friday was pretty bad. Tucker, you're lucky you missed Friday.
Yeah, dude. Everything was broken on Friday. It was such a shit show.
Tech-wise?
Everything. It just busted ass.
That's awesome.
His internet didn't work. My OBS kept not recognizing shit, so like it would pretend my keyboard didn't exist, and it pretended my Stream Deck didn't exist, so none of my hotkeys worked. Then it tried to pretend my camera didn't exist, but my camera was working. You know, Friday was a mulligan. We scratched Friday. Friday didn't happen. Man, you really made it think this time.
Yeah.
I think in that entire list there was one that didn't have at least 50% profit. There was one loser, and it was kind of like barely a loser. Like the position's still open, and it's trading just below break even from the entry. Bruh. Oh yeah, I should probably log into my futures account if we're gonna do some scalping.
Yeah, get ready. I mean, you got 8 minutes. See if you can log in before I get my results here.
All I know is my gut says maybe.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. We're coming in. It's coming. Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's my internet.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, I don't even have our background tunes going. I'm sorry, chat. That's got to be boring as all hell, just looking at our dumbasses while we wait for a robot to tell us what to look at.
Oh, I should have removed ETFs again. Shh.
This fucking guy. That was the #1 thing we corrected.
No, it wasn't. We didn't. We left him in. HYG's a ETF silly goose.
Oh yeah, we did. We suck. I remember maybe we did it for the next prompt. I'm just remembering that we did refine one. Chat, let me know if that music's too loud or not loud enough. Loud as shit in my ears, but I'm not messing with the rest of my audio. Otherwise, I'll break everything again. And we're not risking that. I'm not doing that again. Friday was dog shit. Friday did not go well. Alright, dope. Thanks, private.
Could just do the Jeopardy music at this point.
Yeah, so we get copyright claimed. No thanks.
Okay.
I will stick with the music that I personally own. Thank you. We used to use, like, for the old streams on Twitch and stuff before they kind of loosened up their DMCA shit. Why don't you copy paste that whole prompt and remove ETFs and open a new tab, you were getting bullied by the internet. Did you light into your ISP by any chance? I would have lit into them. You just be like, I work from home. You guys are fucking my shit.
I ran a test and I had them run a test. They said everything was good on their end.
Oh, I bet they did.
Yeah.
It's always super convenient.
I mean, it did get faster though. It was good all weekend for me. Had no issue uploading videos or anything.
Oh, see now it comes. All right.
Oh, okay.
It heard us talking shit, and Mr. Whale didn't appreciate that. Stepped up his game.
Well, let's take a peek here at
like the
what
little.
we have.
It's like a metal sheen when it refreshes.
I know.
I love it. I love it.
So our little prompt here. So pretty much the same thing we did to find the tiger one. I want to save this and I want to come back to this entire chat. Probably maybe Friday here.
Yeah, for those who don't know, we did add Friday shows, so we do this Friday morning as well now. Hopefully without the issues of last Friday. Holy shit. We disappointed like 10,000 people. It's just the most disappointing show.
It was the day before a 3-day weekend. What do you think's gonna happen? But let's just pop through these quick because we got about 5 minutes. NVIDIA 717-200 put. This I just kind of.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's kind of a lot of open interest on this one already. Let's just kind of see if there's any big ads. I mean. Yeah, there's kind of a lot of, I don't like the 20,000, and this one you're only getting about half of that carrying over. You are seeing, contracts changing hands here, not big open interest changes, so I'll probably pass on that one. I don't know if I'd want to short NVIDIA anyways. One of the names I don't like shorting typically, so we'll pass on that one. Let's look at the SoFi calls.
I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a fan so I'm not sweating when the market opens.
Gross. Anyways, yeah, these SoFis from yesterday could be interesting here. 142, they're trading at 141 right now, pretty break even. All of that carried over, and it looks like some of that previous open interest. Just trying to see if there's anything big in there. Yeah, it just looks like this is our kind of big primary whale here, 11,000. So this is an opener. Let's see how that flow kind of looks. Yeah, nothing really too telling in this flow. IV to kind of stay the same. So we're getting that IV kind of dropping and bouncing around at the end, then it bounces again there. So
drop it like it's hot.
Spot does fill the ask that entire time there. What's our price kind of doing there? 16. Yeah, this is just the part I don't like, is when that price is going up here and you see that IV drop, but then your price drops and that IV goes up. I'd be kind of coin flippy on this one there. Anything interesting on SoFi? Yeah, all that call premium kind of yesterday. I mean, you got the quick pop there due to this one, and then kind of just flatlined after that. Let's do Ford here quick. Yeah, all of that carried over. Ford's probably not one I'd want to short right now. Ford and GM have been on a tear.
Oh, for real. Bill Ford tough.
These are already up too. BB. Oh, we gotta do the end news here too. So the BB is here. That's good to see that all of that carried over here. 3% in the money already. Let's do the end news. These are ones that I saw as well too. Yeah, triple tap on this one here. I noticed it when we had that double tap, then we had that triple tap come in. But yeah, good. All of that carried over. So all open there. QXO. Yeah, kind of flat here, so most of that carried over again. Piton. I don't like trading Piton. I don't know why. I always see Piton flow and I'm just like, eh. Like you'll see like some of those, like 90 days.
Like it's run its course. Like after it basically squeezed early COVID. I think the Peloton ship has sailed. Everybody goes outside again.
Well, most of us.
Well,
always Anthony.
Yeah, I see the reflection of the barely any sunlight entering his room, but look how lit up it is reflecting off of his face.
The paste.
We need Jay-Z to come back and add some accent walls to the slate white walls of this show.
Yeah. Yes, we do. Yeah, Piton here. Yeah, I'm just not a big. I don't know. I'm not like you see a lot of that flow. That's 100 days out, and it just kind of chops. Like it's such a slow mover. I not a big fan of it there. That's interesting. Look at that call premium yesterday on it. Just absolutely died off here. I want to go see what happened on the call side of things here. Not a lot of bid side call volume, so maybe this guy. Oh, we opened. I was like, why is it not loading?
Yeah.
We opened. I'm sitting here like.
All right, I'm gonna get logged into my trading view here.
There we go.
But you can keep going there. We'll start doing flow requests again. We're gonna start up the beautiful new structure of guests, etc. on Friday, by the way. We will be having a guest Friday morning going over how they trade and calling us stupid because we are.
BAC, yeah, all that carry. The BAC is a little. Just kind of looking. Looks like they've been building another position builder here. 1200, 2500. 1600, 67. Yeah, this has been a position builder here too on the BACs. Not the cleanest looking flow though. I mean, oh, come on, let's load. Yeah, not the cleanest looking flow. You got some bids there, but yeah, it's all there. All that flow is still there. All right, I gotta refresh some of my stuff here.
NQ gave a nice little 60-point drop off the open. I'm already eyeballing trying to sell it if they bounce it high enough for me. But I'll keep you posted on that. I do want to wait for a good Periscope update. We can continue breaking down some of this flow. We do already have a couple of requests, but we'll get to those. Don't worry. You guys can go ahead and make requests, etc. We'll get to them. I know on the mobile app for both Twitter and Substack viewers, it disappears on mobile. It does not for us on desktop, so we will get to it. If you have contracts you want to see, breakdown, or any flow in general, just go ahead and drop those tickers and contracts in the chat. We will get to them eventually. I really do want to join here. We have setups above and below looking at Periscope on the open, but I need to let NQ bounce first to see if they take back that opening range. Because if they do, I don't really have a short, and right now as it stands, if I short here, my stop's going to be 30 points away and has a high probability of getting me. So we're going to wait for a back test of what was support in the pre-market / overnight session. I'm just going to draw a line there so we have a visible. This rough, I'll draw kind of two lines here. This rough area is about where I would want to see it go before I try to chase or some dramatic sweep. And the reason for that is here was the dip they held to support before the market open, sent us down. And then this is the line that they were kind of tailing into the open. The real one's probably way higher at 255, give or take, which was basically the flat line in the overnight session here. 250-ish, let's call it. 250-ish. That would be an ideal bounce and rejection to short. Right now, I gotta wait. I gotta wait right here. Actually, I will risk 10 points. The last 1 minute candle, they're gonna get it already. That's worth the risk for me, though. Before it wasn't. Before it was gonna be a 30 to 40 point stop out. I'm willing to risk about 10 points here. We'll let this play out. What do we still got on Periscope? We're right between those two heavy positive at Gamma. Right in between them. So this is kind of probably a bad entry. I'm actually just going to close this. We took a $50 hit there. I'm going to wait, like I originally said, and quit being impatient. Piece of shit. All right, be impatient. Be impatient. It was my turn.
I'm just waiting for one of these like super clean days for the show because we haven't had one of those like super clean.
We've been getting a lot of the really dramatic movement on the open, followed by just zombie movement in one direction the rest of the day. I am short again, same stop out. We're now break even on the day. I want a new low here. If they don't give it to me, I'll just cry in a corner because that means they stop me out again. Now I'm just going to let it play. If they just kind of range here, I'll probably wait for a higher back test or wait for a deeper dip to try to long on. But I like this entry here. Keeping my stop a little bit wider this time, and we'll just sweat it out. I will bring that back up once we get a little closer to one end or the other. But we're hanging out. I'm looking for continuation. I would like to see a real test of that 75-15 to 10 spot. Obviously, I'm not going to hold my breath for that 74-75 on SPX because we still have positive gamma built up above us. Can kind of give us some whiplash in both directions. But I'm going to leave this on. I'll keep you posted. In the meantime, we do have one Substack request from a repeat viewer, SK. My man, thanks for coming back. Yep, it looks like Tucker's got it in there. We can do that. We can do that one right away.
Tucker did something. Tucker's doing his job. Look at that. Good job, Tucker.
That's
see, hey, yeah, because you know I'm correct, right? Because you know I'm right.
Have you been watching? Yeah. Have you been watching wage streams lately, Tucker?
I have no idea what that means.
Lord Minion 777. That specific yippee is one of their things.
Huh. No? They still
well, Tucker tried to tell me that Mario.
Oh, hold on. Yippee, I'm about to take profit on this. My full target's a little bit lower. Let's see. We got my new low of day. If they bounce out, I'm going to flatten. Otherwise, I'm holding for 10 more points here. And baby, let's go! What did that put us at here? What did that put us at here? 135 after one loss and one win. We're back to sitting on hands. This can flush. I'm not going to hold my breath for it just because of that Periscope profile we were looking at. They're still set up above us. From here on, I need retests of prior ranges. So now that we've lost this range on the open, I'm not just going to jump into a trade and chase farther down, even if I think we have farther down to go. I need them to backtest this range to show me it's actually lost before I'm comfortable taking another one. But that was a nice little 30-pointer to offset the 12-point loss we had earlier and some profit. I'm going to give it some time. Let's look at some of this flow, and I'll come back to it. But I will take 1 for 2 in profit, baby. Let's go.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Yeah, the RGTI is a 618.25 call here. I'm not really seeing anything sticking out to me. There's a lot of volume being traded on this one, but kind of pay attention to that open interest column here. You're seeing all those big volume days, and none of it's really carrying over, so it's a lot of contracts being exchanged same day, closed out. So I'm not seeing a big specific whale here. My guess is, maybe you see this big candle here, the 2000 one there on 522, but I mean, out of the 4,000 contracts trade on the day. Oh, are we?
Yeah. Dumping. So real quick, just little price action-y. We did get where I wanted to test. I got greedy with my patience, and I wanted them to test the top of that range, which was another about 20 points up from where we tested, but we did test the bottom of it pretty perfectly here at 30,000, 132 on MNQ. I wanted 160s to get in, but that's all right. I'm sitting on my hands till we get a new range. I'm going to shut the hell up. Let's finish this flow review and take a few more, baby. Let's keep it rolling. Quit interrupting, Anthony. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that 522 is your one that had majority of your volume there. Same with 521 there. Just, you see all that volume on the day. Barely any of that carrying over there, especially the 522. So I don't see anything really interesting specifically on this one. There was some, since you're asking about RGTI, some flow that I am watching from yesterday, though. These 612.25 calls. They already did kind of make a little pop yesterday, but 219. I mean, they hit 287. We're trading at about 232 right now, so they're still green, and it looks like, let's see, so this big whale was 4,000. We got 1,100 there. Well, say 1,200, so about 28,300 between those. They're in most of their positions still. It looks like they might have took some profits there just because you don't have that full open interest or full volume carryover. But yeah, this is the one I was kind of eyeing yesterday. I actually traded some of these yesterday, and I went to lunch and I came back and I'm like, why did my order fill? And then I was like, oh, cool, that's why it filled. But yeah, that's one maybe I'd keep an eye on. That's all I really kind of saw for RGTI yesterday. Yeah, so that specific contract though, there's just kind of too much stuff going on specifically for that one there. Yeah, so yeah, thanks for that request there, SK. So it looks like we also have from, I don't know if Tucker spelled it wrong, so apologies, but Carl KHW, blanket request for MU.
It's supposed to be HKW. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, Carl.
Okay. So I figured it was Tucker's fault. I made the good assumption there. MU dumped it off the open because it was up 9% pre-market. Anything specific today? Just a lot of kind of bid and ask side, or pretty split here early on. About 50-50. That 529.900 put, again, not really directional there because it's, I mean, you're getting some at the ask, some at the bid there. 2 days out, I'd probably wait to see if I can find something maybe a little more potentially open. What's that? Thundering here? Okay, anyways. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at that overall feed on what we have right now. We can check MU. I'm sure we'll get another request for MU here before the end of the show.
Oh, I guarantee it.
But like this 821, 890 call, I mean, they're 4% of the money. A lot of people, I mean, if Nick wants to take this contract, he can. $198 a contract, only $19 million.
Bro.
But it's big multi-leg.
This is what it was like when Tucker was in my damn... Not Tucker. I just default to blaming Tucker. I want to point that out. He had nothing to do with what I'm about to say, but the default was fuck you, Tucker.
Okay. Oh, man.
But no, just Anthony in the chat.
I'm doing a good job today. You guys are praising me for doing my work. Whatever, I'm listening. I was like, I'm still catching heat. Damn.
Anthony used to sit in our chat just fucking spamming the most expensive contract.
Back in the day. Back in the good old days. Before he was on the show. God.
What site is this? This is Mr. No, not Mr. This is Unusual Whales. I do have something to show about Mr. Whale here in a minute. Are you done with MU? Because I have something pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't have anything really for
All right, dope.
MU,
I'm going to play something super cool. Guys, stick around here because I'm also going to add a little surprise at the end of this. Tucker and Anthony, you're going to want to mute me and tune into one of the feeds so you can watch this too. But, Unusual Whales sent a man to the street to get stock picks using...
Whales, we're getting people's stock...
Oh my goodness, that's the loudest. Oh, my ears.
No, hold on, don't start again. I gotta get the thing. I'm going on my phone here.
I'm gonna get rid of the cam. And... Tucker, did you see my tag also for the surprise I'm gonna give him right after this video?
It's coming to you now, right now. Boom.
So the cool thing here that we're about to watch is this strapping young man, Arthur, hit the streets of San Fran to ask folks for stock picks. And then he ran these picks through our AI analyst assistant on Unusual Whales, Mr. Whale, the one piece of AI equipment that I don't really have much negative to say about. As you saw when we were playing with it this morning, it's pretty snazzy. The way it did its picks are really cool because I'm an options trader and a futures scalper, so I don't really trade stocks all that much. I'm really curious in general how people use options for investment, and the way he uses Mr. Whales in this is dope as fuck. So I'm just going to play this, and then at the end I'll have a little surprise for viewers only. All right, I'm going to punch it. I'm going to shut the hell up. And we are going to chill for about 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
What's your best stock pick, right? Hey, let's get it! I'm Arthur with Unusual Whales. We're getting people's stock picks on the streets of San Francisco.
General Electric, because it's conservative.
GameStop will always be a pick just because everyone would always need it.
You guys have a stock pick for me? A pick? Okay. This fool ain't going nowhere in life. You look like you got a stock pick for me.
Sorry, I don't.
Absolutely not. What are y'all investing in?
Blockbuster, actually.
Blockbuster! You're going to have to start that company back up again. Hey, yeah.
I would say just like any index fund.
Name one index fund.
Oh, I let it all robo-invest. I don't know.
Oklo, OKLO, I guess.
You got a stock pick for me?
I just yelled to him. CLSK.
CLSK. Okay, I got my 5 picks. Now check this out. This is Mr. Whale from Unusual Whales. Think of it as your AI investing companion that has access to real-time market data. I'm gonna have Mr. Whale rank these and see which one deserves a spot in my portfolio. So coming in at number 5 is Blockbuster because it's a bankrupt company. So Mr. Whale threw it out. But now this is where it gets really interesting. Number 4, we've got CLSK or Clean Spark. They're a Bitcoin miner with a narrative around nuclear energy right now. This is basically a leveraged bet on Bitcoin mining economics. Number 3, we have Oklo, huge thematic appeal, advanced nuclear power demand. It's got an AI energy narrative, which is very interesting. Mr. Whale's view on Oklo, for a long-term portfolio, this is a speculative growth bet, not a value add. Number 2, pretty surprising to me, GameStop. Why this is interesting, they've got a massive cash pile now. Recent filings show cash and equivalents in the multi-billion-dollar range. Not the best long-term value pick here because business quality and visibility are weak. And at number 1, GE, General Electric. It's the best mix of quality, visibility, profitability, and balance sheet maturity. If you want a long-term portfolio ad, this is the most investable of the group. The weirdest looking dude had the best pick for my long-term value portfolio. And Mr. Whale taught me a very valuable lesson. Never judge a book by its cover.
This guy is amazing.
I love it. Hey, this guy is amazing. Let's go.
I want bro's outfit so bad.
The weird guy? Yeah.
He's so bad. So bad.
That's
so there on the screen, folks, little surprise for you dudes and dudettes in the chat only. Nobody else is going to see this shit because nobody else is tuning into the show like you fine folk. Street Stocks code for 25% off any Unusual Whales subscription, including the API. If you are a strapping young vibe coder, the API is the way to go for that. Otherwise, any Flow subscription, 25% off your first 3 months or your first year on annual. Street Stocks is the code. We only do these every now and again on the show. It's for viewers only, exclusive to WhaleWatch attendees. I'll flash that on the screen a few more times here. I'll do it again at the end of the show for the folks who joined a little late. But these sales are gonna be rare, and you'll never see a full site-wide sale for 25% off. That is just for you fine folks hanging out with us today. And it will disappear by the end of the day. First come, first serve type shit for the homies. But no, I thought it was dope to use it for actual stock picks. Because, again, I don't really combine my stocks with options. I guess back when I was full-time options trading, I was doing, you know, I had some covered calls here and there on my lower conviction shares. And if you don't know what covered calls are, that's when you sell a call to open against your shares, which means you run the risk of losing your shares should that strike go in the money. So like if you have a $70 call and then the stock's trading at 75 and you sold those calls to open against your shares, one contract is the value of 100 shares.
100 shares.
They can take your shit, essentially. You'll get your shares called away if somebody exercises those $70 calls you sold. But, you know, Street Stocks, 25% off. It's just cool to see it being used elsewhere, because as you guys have seen on the show, all we've really used Mr. Whales for is options analysis, to trade options. This full breakdown using it for investment is a really good angle, because it's not one I really promote, but it's obviously a use case. And that's a failure of me, of an employee and a salesman. But it was still pretty dope to see. Now, let's see what kind of crazy-ass move in NQ I missed while doing... Oh my god, Anthony. Anthony.
I haven't even looked at Periscope yet.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go over and look. Holy update.
Oh my god.
What is going on with that?
The
update?
Nasdaq
Ew.
went down an additional 100 points from where we took profit. Every time I do something for the show, we miss the trade of the day. Oh. Guess what, folks? That means we're back to waiting. A lot of trading is waiting, and it rhymes for a reason, even though it's a different letter. Oh, that's NQ is a cruel mistress.
That is an
You look away for
ugly
2
update,
seconds
too.
and you miss the spice. Our Periscope update showed all of that positive gamma positioning above us moving down. You see the flips from negative to positive here in the 75.50 to 75.70 range. We've got flips to positive there that weren't before. They used to be negative. The positioning up above is moving down, creating further resistance above us, while that buildup way down to 74.75 that I mentioned was maybe a bit of a stretch is building. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. If we get a handsome bounce into one of those prior ranges above us, I'm going to take another flyer here. But let's give that some breathing room. In the meantime, what you guys got for us to look at? Let's do a couple more flow reviews. We've got a couple earnings reviews from the YouTube chat. Marvel would be one of those. It looks like we've got a QQQ call. I would not be comfortable in a call right now.
Yeah,
personally.
Yeah, just a lot of flow on QQQ,
and with zero dates,
so.
as well, you kind of got to be quick sometimes. Sometimes if you got the big balls, you can let them hang and let them sit. I know your boy Milt, one of the longest standing Unusual Whales affiliates, occasional co-host to old shows. We'll have him in here again sometime soon, I'm certain of it. He will sit in a 0 day until close and wait for that market on close move. I don't have the balls for that. Theta eats your 0 dates so fast. What I do if I'm interested, so like here I'm scalping futures. It's a little bit easier. You don't worry about Greeks in the same way that you do with options in that regard. But if I'm doing it with ETF contracts like QQQ or SPY, I'm usually buying 1 or 2 days out instead of 0 day. It's more expensive, but you get less dramatic loss intraday just by the value of time. Because if you trade sideways all day, and you're sitting in a 0 day contract, that thing's going to start losing value hour over hour, even if you're sideways and nothing else changes. You got to be a little careful with 0 days. What the fuck is my dog chirping at? Shut up!
Yeah, I got Marvel up here. Yeah, the 0 DTs, you got to be, I mean, you're not going to be 100% sure. I mean, you got to be, you know, very, very precise with your entry. Like, that's one thing I've noticed with futures. Like, I can be off, and if we chop, I don't care. But, like, if it's a 0 DTE and I'm off and, you know, you get a little pullback in
it gets sweaty.
Incorrect direction, you will, yep.
It gets sweaty.
Yeah, Marvel, they have earnings tonight. Anything flow related so far?
NQ has recovered back to where we took profit on our short earlier. I'm eyeballing it for a rejection here of the highest negative gamma on SPX in this wide negative gamma range. I do get paused, though. I talk about it every time we see it. When we're in the middle of a wide negative gamma zone like this, I'm a little tentative on entries. I like to be a little safer because generally, the premise behind these negative gamma zones during a move is market makers will buy into the upside move through a negative gamma zone and sell into a downside move in a negative gamma zone. This can go either way, and it can go either way fast. We had a really good example of that on the last episode, or was it Wednesday? Last week. When it basically squeezed.
Wednesday.
It was violent.
I was
like,
that's
why we waited.
I don't think we touched anything Friday.
Yeah, Friday didn't happen. That episode is lost to the ether. That was such a shit show. If you weren't here Friday, you guys missed literally quite nothing. You missed nothing.
Look at the downside. I think I'm going to open a short here.
You going for it? You going for it?
Yep, I am gonna tell you what I saw there. So
I like it
here's
on
our
ES. I'm waiting on NQ.
Look at our update. They've really added the 7450s and the 7455s.
All right, fine. I'm going to join you. I'm putting my stop above this range. We will be break even on the day if this stops me out, but there are entries above us, so I'm not going to sweat it. NQ's a little bit more of a beast than ES. The way it moves is more rude. It tends to do those really annoying liquidity grab stop runs more frequently and more violently. I would go a little higher.
No, I'm trying to drag it up. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm just gonna move this up here. I will be break even.
Too early.
Nope. I'm going. Oh no. I'll show you. I'll show you how Daddy does it. I'll show you how Daddy does it.
All right.
I'll show you how Daddy does it. There, I took a little profit.
In about.
And I can re-enter again if I want.
Yeah. I like this move on NQ. They're trying to hold the top of the new range below us. I think we're going to sweep it. So I'm still in my short, and I think Anthony's going to piss and moan in about 1 minute here.
Probably.
My target is another... kind of... I'm actually going to put it a little bit higher than I want. I'm going to put it a little higher than I want. Let me get this on screen. Now I'm going to start moving my stop into loss still. I'm not moving it into profit. I think we have a little bit more breath. I want to test the top of this candle here on the 1 minute. We've got a bounce spot right here, right now, so I'm watching it. If buyers step in here, I'll take my profit. It's not quite time for me to move my stop down too far. If they get me, that's okay. Rules are rules. I want my range. But this right here, this is a bounce spot where we're bouncing now. That was support during the knife. If they hold it here... Now I can start trailing my stop to break even. I think we get my target. Let's see. Give it to me, baby. Close enough. We're out. Baby, let's go. It's going to go farther. If they sweep the full range, I'm going to talk shit, but I'm not in it. And that might be our last trade of the day. I think that puts us at my profit target for this prop account. It does. We're up 443 on the prop account. Time to bugger off. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love shorting, guys. I love shorting so goddamn much.
I'm still only doing one contract right now, too. I could probably
it's perfectly fine as you get used to it.
I could probably.
And ES did the same pattern hold. You see that? They got to the top of the resistance on the dump. Right there. Right on that candle. Same pattern, different mechanism. Or different, you know what I meant. I can't words. I just look at pretty green and red. But, yeah, Periscope. The reason we both took that was that really heavy spot. If you want to pop your Periscope open again here.
Yep.
That really heavy negative gamma at 75.20. I use the heaviest points of gamma, both negative and positive, as kind of inflection points. But I do want to point out, yes, we rejected. Yes, we got a nice little short off of that, as short-lived as it was. This is still a dangerous entry because, like I said, we could just as easily squeeze right through this as market makers buy to reposition higher, pushing the price higher faster. So that was a risky entry. I will say I was biting my lip a little bit when I entered it because on NQ, that wide range will blow your hole open. And here we're actually starting to conquer that level. If they don't reject here, I think we're going to test as high as 75.40 into the next Periscope update. But again, guys, Periscope is pinnacle for intraday scalping. It is. I will not trade without this shit anymore. I won't. I absolutely will not. And in the near future, and I mean very, very, very soon, they are so close to done with it, we will have a new tier that includes 1-minute updates on the market maker positioning. As someone who scalps on the 1-minute chart, I am drooling for 1-minute updates to this. It'll help so much with confirmation of a trade. We're getting that rejection again here, but I'm not going to chase it. I'm content with the NQ trades this morning. I'm not going to push it, but we are getting that little bit of rejection here. We still have that buildup way down at 7475 I was talking about. I kind of expect us to have an update of some of that positioning moving up. If it doesn't, I mean, watch out below. But I think we'll see this positioning start moving up in an update or two. I think we're going to end up doing what we've been doing over the last several weeks, which is we get the big move in the morning, and then it's just slow and up to the right into other targets for the rest of the day. But we'll see. I would like to see a rejection. Maybe I'll switch over to my other account and take a couple more scalps if we get it. But I'm content. I'm content.
Yeah, we'll see.
Real quick,
We'll see.
in case you came in late, everybody, go to the Unusual Whales Twitter page and watch the 2-minute-long video of our man Arthur on the street taking stock picks from citizens of San Fran and running those stock picks through Mr. Whale, our AI analyst on site. It's a really fun video. And a dude in a really cool costume made the best stock pick, according to Mr. Whale. Street stocks, 25% off any tier for your first 3 months or your first year on annual. You get access to Periscope with Retail Pro. So if you're an intraday scalper and you want to start messing with gamma exposure and market maker positioning for your trades like we do on the show, boom, there you got it. 25% off. No one else is going to see this code. You won't get these discounts anywhere but the show. And not every episode either. I know I kind of poured it on a little thick at the beginning of the show. Well, beginning of the episode. It's not beginning of today's show. I can't words, dude. Why they got me on the show? I can't even fucking talk. Why am I the host?
I mean, you want Tucker to be the host?
But these are
your
gonna
idea, bro.
These are going to be few and far in between and only available to viewers. I'm going to take that off. But street stocks, in case you missed it, every now and again we'll do these. And on the next time I do one, I'm going to have to set up another punishment for a number of signups again. That one's impending. I'm thinking next week I will do...
You keep pushing it off. You keep pushing it off. You keep saying next week, next week, next week.
It's ordered and it's not
still?
here. Yeah, dude.
Still?
Yeah, dude. I didn't get the good old-fashioned Amazon Prime overnight shipping on the one I picked.
What's your address? I'll check it on here. Just tell me it on...
Yeah. I'm absolutely going to do that. That's going to happen.
Put it on screen, please.
That's going to...
Yeah,
just flash your credit card, give me that CVC code on the back, you know.
Yeah, I'll do a double check for you.
But the first flash sale we ran on the show, I said that I would do an episode scalping Periscope and futures in a maid dress. So I will be Stony made trades for a day. It's either going to be Wednesday or Friday of next week. We'll play it by ear. But I'll have Tucker make some funny graphics for it, and I'll look like a complete idiot. I will make sure. I will make sure.
So I can have stuff to work with.
I will make sure for the fans coming here to learn how to trade that they get a little cleave for their time.
Oh, God.
I will make sure.
Jesus.
I'll even do like the.
Nah, man.
You know,
nah, man.
maybe I'll grow my beard out so it's even sexier. Hey, chat, should I grow a beard for the mage stream? I hate beards. It's so uncomfortable. I really hate facial hair. It's very uncomfortable. It tweaks out my tism, but I think it would be funny. I don't know. All right, let's.
You might want to look for. You might want to look for a new short.
Look at the squeeze. What did I say, baby? What did I say? Look at it go through that negative gamma zone. That is why we didn't take the second short. This is what I was afraid of on the first short. We're now 10 points higher than at the original entry on SPX. Let me tell you, that hurts contracts a lot. That was a good out. We took profit at the right time. I am curious to see how much we built up at 7475, though. Look at it still growing.
Yeah,
all of that positioning above is moving down except for 7580.
I'm eyeing a short. If we get to 7535 here, I want to take a short.
Dude, I don't hate it. I got no hate for that.
I'd say 7550, but I don't know if we have the juice to. I mean, another 20 points. I'll see how we react around that 75.
7550 is starting to fall toward the positive side too.
Yeah.
I'm keeping an eye on it. We'll see. We'll see. We still have a couple, like 10 more points it can just push through pretty fast before it's like really scary resistance. But if you take a short right off of that, keep it tight and keep it small.
Yeah.
Because the same thing we did at 7520, it can give a nice little rejection of 5 to 10 points. I don't know that we will sell off through it. As you see right here at 7510, we flip positive as well.
Yeah.
So some of these strikes down here below 7500 are moving up. And I would wager some of the 7470s there is starting to move up as well. But that 7475 still has my interest. Keeping an eye on it, though. We squeezed through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 negative gamma strikes within this about 7 negative gamma range here. Wide.
Yeah,
it's wide.
I'm
tempted. So here's the thing. I think what happens here is we reject like you want, and then buyers hold that 75-15, 75-20.
Yeah.
That's what I expect. With how much we've come up from the lows, I would almost be looking for back tests to long rather than try to top tick a short. But we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it.
Ballsy. Yeah, I'm holding off for now. If we get up to maybe, you know, that 75-40 at 45-ish there, I'm playing it to that positive gamma there. I'm going to look for a short and then maybe range in between there. We'll see. We'll probably have another update by then. But let me finish Marvell here for the earnings here from
yes, sir.
a little bit ago.
And then I'll shut the hell up because I'm probably not taking another scalp till they reset that range. I'll get the hell off the screen.
Earnings today after hours. So just kind of looking at it, haven't hit their earnings per share.
I will say their moves of expected versus actual are appealing. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back. But I touch on that a little bit once you get there because this is the kind of thing I think earnings traders like to see.
Yep. So kind of like Nick was saying there too. It typically tends to hit its implied move there. It's just which direction there. I mean, you don't have really historically clear direction. You have the historical knowledge here that it does tend to hit its implied move here. So I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the last 15 quarters they're hitting the implied move, so over 50%. And these are tickling on the edge of the implied move, so they didn't hit it, but I mean, it tends to want to hit its implied move, so that is good to know. And just kind of looking at the recent history here of the post earnings moves here again, it's just kind of all over. You do get a big move post earnings in either direction pretty much, so that is promising if you just got to get on the right side of things. See if we got anything interesting in the flow. Maybe these 6.5-250 calls potentially, kind of mixed there. Not really super clear directionality wise. Oh, he's back. He's back. What, the 618-200? lot of open interest on this one already. Let's see if we got anything a little better here today. 6.5, that's one we looked at. Yeah, not much on the day so far, but I just want to kind of take a peek at that gamma profile on here too. Let's see, our call walls at 220, so almost 7% above us here. Absolute gamma's at 180, so keep in mind that absolute gamma will, no matter what direction, it can tend to act as a magnet, so that would kind of be a little bearish there right now. Yeah, your call wall's up though. Put wall, where's our put wall? 180, so if that's right at that absolute gamma. Just kind of looking at our daily here, so that weekly kind of gamma decay over time here. They like that 212.5 call there, so you know that's interesting. I mean, $6 move. Earnings are going to skew this so much though right now, so I mean, it's, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, I mean, that 212 looks a little interesting. I mean, it's your highest spike there, and then they on that 618 expiration too. That yeah, they like that 200 and that 220. Obviously, earnings are going to be a big thing. And when I was looking at that too, so I did a little research over the weekend because I was like, it's not $33,000. That's how much the dealers have to hedge per like 1% move or whatever it is there.
I've committed sacrilege to my identity.
You did a call? Or took a long, sorry.
Yeah, and I'm already out of it. So I'm not even going to show it on the screen. It was pretty quick. We got a nice drop. Rejection on the NASDAQ, and I jumped in on it, but we're already out, so we're vibing. Never mind.
We got the
it was sacrilege.
I wanted.
It was sacrilege. I usually short. It's like all I'm
We
good
got the
at.
rejection I wanted. I should have had my chart open. I could have been watching that VWAP because it rejected that VWAP pretty cleanly. Dang, I had the. Oh, man, that was a.
I still
my
think they'll
move.
bounce out of it. I still think they'll bounce out of it, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, this is my spot I'm watching right now. Man. I see what you mean by, you do a little look in.
Yeah, you look away.
Like,
you miss what you've been waiting for. Yeah, it gets brutal out here. But I do like trading live, even though it's a little distracting to my positions. I like doing it because it keeps me honest. If I fuck up, we get, I don't know, we average about 40 to 40,000 views on the Twitter one alone. If I fuck up, people see it, I can't get too cocky with things. I can't get too messy. I did long this again. I'm just putting my stop right under that last low. We'll give a little bit back, but I'm comfortable with this one. I still think they bounce out of it. I just want them to test this up here. But if they get a good rejection here, there's a couple more spots down below they can test and still remain bullish on this bounce. But we're hanging out. We're hanging out here just a little bit. And I got to get better at longs, so I got to eat a few losses here and there. Let's see if they make that whole range up there or just reject and form a little bear flag on the 1 minute and take me out. But we'll give, what am I, 12 to 97. We'll give about $80 of that 400 something back here, and that'll be fine. Here we go. Let's see if they get me. I'll just leave it for a sec. Let's see if they get me here. I should actually have it below this last low, but I'm skittish in longs. I'm much better at shorting. I'm much less confident in setups when I long, and that's okay. That's just how my brain works. So I'm keeping my stop a lot tighter than I would for a short. Let's see if they tag it. They're getting pretty damn close here. See if they bounce this 30,000 evens. And if not, we'll just take that haircut. All right, haircut received. Let me close that stop. I still think they can do it. Right now, I would say 970s. About 20 points below us could be an entry with a stop at low of day, but that's a pretty wide stop out. Like I said, I'm not comfortable with longs like I am with shorts. So I'm going to stay hands off until this pattern finishes. What's this in video you're looking at? I just realized that I had your face on the entire time I walked through that trade. I am the asshole this morning.
God. Yeah, wrong one. Yeah, these NVIDIAs, they've been kind of hitting that 225 and the 222 half here a little early on. That 612, 225. I kind of was watching this one. A couple things in the flow I like and didn't like about it here. You get that nice IV spike when it comes in, spots fill at the ask. Just kind of following this up here. IV starting to increase here. Spot prices increasing, so you're getting that repeated hits, ascending fill. Still ascending fill, still ascending. IV's rising. This is just the one I don't like, and again, it's a yellow flag for me. That price is staying the same here. They get a little favorable fill here, about a cent below the ask there on the big size and big premium, and you get the IV drop there. That's just one kind of little piece, that a little yellow flag there, especially when it's on that big size and premium there, when we're already kind of seeing that ascending fill. They're just kind of something to be cautious about there. I will save this one because this is an interesting one to keep an eye on. I know NVIDIA's kind of been
she's spicy. I will say the reaction to earnings was really muted relative to the last few NVIDIA earnings. Like as far as the market-wide sentiment went, I thought it would do a lot more than it did. Usually there's a lot more wiggle. We had like fireworks for 2 seconds at tops. All right, I think that long is on its way. I'm not redoing it though, but I think I was right and my stop was too tight. Oh well, that's fine. That's fine. We had good gain on this account for the so.
Oh no, look at that 222.5 as well. So they're not. I mean, they're not labeled as related. They're obviously coming in at different times. Could be the same person. Who knows? Hard to know. Just speculating, just talking out loud. But yeah, I mean, like here again. Let's pop this over here. So again, when that flow starts to come in, so little IV drop when it comes in, price drops there, so that's kind of why you're seeing that. But let's just kind of follow that tape up here. So price staying the same, IV is rising here, spot price is rising, you get the spot fill rising, so it's saying it's descending fill. Looks like it's 10 contracts at the 324 there, so IV comes back up. 4103, so IV is continuing to rise here. Then you get a drop here as that price is up about another 16 cents. I don't like seeing that, man. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. And I mean, I don't take every single piece of flow. Like, if I gotta sit here and I'm like, I don't like that, and you got some bid and mid fills in here, you know, it's not the cleanest tape. If you made me pick, though, just kind of knowing that there's that other flow as well on that 225, I'd probably lean buy to open. It's just the flow's not that clean, and I don't like seeing all that net call premium just dumping here too. I mean, that put premium's just spiking here right now too, and I want to see how this kind of looks over the last 7. I mean, there has not been a lot of ask side call premium at all coming in on Nvidia since earnings there. So I mean,
and plus today, I mean, it's down right out of the gate 2%.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like Nvidia. They had great earnings, another good record quarter. But you know, it's just because a company has good earnings doesn't mean the stock's gonna go up. But yeah, I mean, I'd keep an eye on those. They're definitely interesting. 16 days on those. You know, I'd say more of a shorter midterm move. I'd be kind of looking for on something like that. But just knowing that, you know, you have the 2 sets of Nvidias coming in, that kind of helps me reinforce, you know, they're potentially buy to open, but just looking at that context and the flow just makes me hesitate a little bit. But that's when we can come back. I put that one down. That's a good example there. I just especially on the 225, I don't like seeing that big size and big premium, just that IV drop at the end and that spot price drops. I mean, could get a favorable fill, but it's just odd when that price is going up at the same time. Anything in here?
No arguments from me.
I want to check a couple of my scanners, see if we got anything coming in. Ooh, we're pretty quiet on the day so far.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
my general use interval flow is pretty quiet today. Somebody did ask for Applied Optoelectronics, AAOI. They're up 3.5% almost, even after a little bit of a pullback from the daily high, despite what everybody else is doing. I wonder what's going on with them. If you want to pull up just their thingy, let me see what's going on here. Blah, 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 blah. That's not helpful. I was just checking if there's any news, but it doesn't seem like anything super crazy.
Just kind of looking flow-wise here. Anything in it? Yeah, and the flow's not really one-sided. I mean, maybe this 65240 call, possibly. Yeah, they just kind of got
NASDAQ that I wanted to play. Once again, I was right about the long, but too much of a coward to stay in it. I'll stick to my shorts. I got to get better at longing, though, so I'll keep practicing. I'm not going to practice longs on the cash account, the live account. I will practice these on the prop account only, because then it's real money, but it's not like real money. If that makes sense. I got to get better at longs, man. I got to do it. I got to do it for the show. I see the setups. I got to get better at taking them. Win on both sides. We'll get there.
Where my super dashboard? How's that? Yeah, that's such a messy Periscope day too. Like, you know, I'm probably hands off the rest of the morning. I mean,
I probably am too. Honestly, we did well this morning, and I mean, we got a couple hours we can keep doing flow reviews. Like, we can keep it chill.
I mean,
we did really well. We hit some nice scalps right out of the gate.
It's just not the cleanest day. I mean, you got positioning up now again. Now you have positioning down still.
It's very choppy in both directions there.
Yeah, this is kind of one of those hands-off days. I thought yesterday was going to be a hands-off day.
I kind of expected this, though. We talked about it right at the open, that we're going to get our big move and then a slow, steady recovery into new positioning above. That's what we're getting right now. And they conquered that 75.20. They put it in the rearview mirror. They're trying to conquer the 25 and hold it as support here. Let's see if they get like a little rejection down, and maybe I'll grow a pair and try to long again. Now, heavy maybe. heavy maybe. We did well this morning. I don't want to give it back, but I got to get better at it, man. I really got to practice longs. I really do.
Yeah, you'll get there. I'm kind of the other way where I like the longs a little more than the shorts. But,
Yeah, I think most people are.
Yeah.
Leave it to me. I just gotta be different. I gotta be special.
But you make it. But shorts, you get good.
I see my patterns.
I think it's just.
I'm married to them. You know, the thing is, it's the same pattern to the upside. I gotta shake that block I have. That keeps me from being comfortable and holding for the full move. Like you saw, like that short you took, I was like too early. I can do that with longs. I gotta be able to do that with longs. I see it, I gotta play it. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I will learn. I will learn to suck it up on the show, and I'm gonna say it by the end. Dude, I don't know if I can get comfortable with it in that soon. But before the Christmas season, I will be comfortable enough to take every long I see like I am with shorts. I'm pinning it. I can't pin it. It's verbal. But by the end of the fall, I will be comfortable longing the same way I'm comfortable shorting. And I will play both sides of the trade for the homies in the show to show that Periscope does work both ways. Because all I do is fucking short. The patterns are the same to the upside. I'm going to get comfortable with it, and we're going to show it. But,
I was going to say you should make the,
we're up
should make
60
that,
points from that long entry, by the way. And I'm just not in anything. Now we're back testing.
By the time I pass my eval, you better be taking shorts.
Yeah,
so
next
you have
year
about,
sometime.
You have about, I think I reset my thing. I think it was Wednesday last week. I mean, and there wasn't really anything significant. I'm waiting for one of those super clean days, and I'm just gonna let the thing run. And this past it just hasn't been giving me any super clean setups. Where I'm just back to the one contract.
Here, hold on.
I'm the same though. Like I got to get better with, because I'm so used to the 0 DTEs where you get that move and it's like you got to start adjusting it up. I got to get used to that full range move still.
So we rejected positive gamma at 75.30. I'm looking for them to hold 75.20, and if they knife 75.20, I see an argument to give 75.05 a little tippity tap from above. That's about 20 points down. I wouldn't buy a put or short here yet, though. I got to see them lose that level. They're setting up a nice range here, though. So range traders might be able to trade within this straddle range a little bit. Because like I said, right here, right now, if you switch to all, I like going back and forth between the two. But for the most part, I stay on 0 date for intraday. But at all expirations, it's still got this nice 30-point range of 2 zones of positive gamma with negative gamma in between. A lot of times that can range until they kick out the chair to the downside or blow off the top to the upside. Now let's go back to 0 day and see what we're looking at. Pretty similar, less defined on the 0 day. The 75.25 is basically the line in the sand for positive gamma right where we are right now. And it's still that same similar range, just a little farther down, 25 to as low as 74.95. So just keeping a look at it in this range. We could probably get some longs and shorts off as it bounces between these two zones. Right now, it's kind of ranging between that 75.35 and 75.20. Let's see where they take it. Net premiums are still favoring downside with how high the puts are. But now it's just moving in tandem with the stock price. So we're not getting any preemptive put or call buying. This is reactive put and call buying. They're moving with the stock price, not before it. I'm eyeballing the 75.20 for a possible long. But again, I am a coward with longs, and it's not the end of autumn yet, so I don't have to do it.
Yeah, and like that update was not
ideal. It's still stretching the range in both directions.
Look at your update here. I mean, it's very minuscule, like not even more than. Yeah, I'm looking at the.
A little weaker now, though.
Yeah, I'm looking at the SPY premiums. SPY premiums, you are seeing puts and calls ask side. They're a little more in the puts, though. Your 0 DT still favoring calls. I mean, and my interval's just kind of mixed right now. I'm hands off. I gotta not force it.
I did switch to the other account. You know. This account is the one that's kind of screwed. I'll probably never get a payout from this account. because this is the one that's on one of those firms with a really annoying consistency rule, and we fucked up that one day where I got twice the move I put it on for. That destroyed the consistency. Just another caveat of prop firms. If you're learning, I like them as a learning tool to have a little skin in the game, but not your full portfolio. But I mean, they're predatory business model. It's what they are, and that's fact. So a lot of these rules, they'll market it as teaching you really good risk mechanisms, and yeah, it could, but for the most part, it's designed for you to fail, so they get to pocket money without giving you a payout. And that's what happened with this account, but it's a really good account to fuck around on.
Yeah.
Maybe someday in like 2 years, I'll make enough on it to take like $1,000 payout.
That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah, consistency rules are meant to make you fail, not teach you to manage risk while failing and giving us more money. That's kind of the business model. We got another one from Full Metal Mechs. Dude, you can't be serious. There's more poet shit.
More poets.
More poet. The $18 call for the 29th on Poet is our man Full Metal Mechs. For those of you just joining, I saw we got a nice little uptick of new homies. If you missed the fun little video we watched about stock picks using Mr. Whales, the AI analyst on Unusual Whales, go ahead and pop over to the Unusual Whales Twitter feed. That video's right there. Really fun video. I don't know why we didn't do something like that sooner, because it's really cool. Big brain shit. It's really cool.
What was Full Metal
the
Mechs
$18
again?
call for the 29th.
18 for the 29th. 18.
Our man Full Metal Mechs' speculation is possible sold.
All right, let's
yesterday.
take a peek here.
Here, let me make sure I didn't give you the wrong contract, because
They're
I'm all over the place. For those who just came in, that code down at the bottom there, Street Stocks, get you 25% off your first 3 months of any subscription type or tier on Unusual Whales, or 25% off your first entire year's subscription. Again, on any tier of any kind, API, flow feed, whatever you want. The Retail Pro is the one that has the Periscope tool that you've been seeing us scalp all morning, and doing a damn good job with it, if I say so myself. 25% off, baby. You only get it if you come to the shows. These are going to be more and more rare as time goes on. Don't expect to see 25% off anytime in the near future. Last chance today, basically. So this is the way to go. This is the way to do it. Any tier, anytime. This code will disappear in the PM tonight. So don't wait too long, baby. You'll miss it. Street Stocks! All right, Poet.
Yeah, kind of a first glance here. They're coming in at the ask, so, you get that, they're at the ask. Now, kind of like what we talked about, usually, notice that out of the money percentage. Now, yes, Poet could run 5-6% tomorrow, and you could still see green on those, but 37% out of the money is pretty far. And if we look at our Greeks on here as well, let's just pop this over here. Your theta's 5 cents here, delta's 4 cents here.
Anthony, new low on NQ.
Oof.
Bounces or sells now. I might be taking another short if we get a nice bounce. All right, continue, Poet. I'm gonna shut the hell up. If I take a short, I'll talk about it afterwards.
So yeah, these 37% out of the money, 2 days is pretty far. Obviously, anything can happen, but just kind of based off the Greeks there, you're going to lose 50% of that value again tomorrow. But again, Poet can run 10% and you can still see props on it. But let's look at the tape here and just kind of see. So I do see where you're kind of seeing that, where it could be a potential short, and I like what you're kind of pointing out. You get an IV drop here of 1,000 contracts. When that price is up, I like seeing that, obviously, if you want the contracts to decay. And then, again, little IV spike here on these, but that one contract there, I would probably assume that's not even related to any of those. Again, even hard to know if these two are related to this one, just because of the timing's different. I would make an educated guess and probably say yes, they are, though, just based off that heavy size and then that previous heavy size. Just for the sake of it, I'm going to say it probably is related. Again, we can't confirm it unless we're that specific whale, but there hasn't been a ton of open interest on this specific contract. So I that's kind of where I'm coming to that conclusion. I would probably lean that these are short the ask. Just if I get rid of that one contract there, I mean, you're getting that IV drop there. I'd say they're short there. I mean, 37% out of the money. I almost would have bet it just based off that and the 2-day expiration there. Obviously, anything can happen. I mean, these were trading at, I mean, you just go 7 days back. I mean, they were up at 102, and what was let me go back here. Where's my page? Here we go. I need to get back to my contract. Okay. I just want to see what we were trading at 7 days ago here on this. 7 stocks. So the last week, yeah, I mean, we were up at $14 a week. I mean, 15, 14. You're still $3 out of the money there. So I mean, you know, it can work either way, technically. Because if you get a 5%,
that's the way you need.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. There you go. Then we're gonna get hit with a copyright, but
I'll take that.
But no, I mean, like you could get a 10%, 15% move tomorrow, and they can see profits. But the odds of them going up 38% by Friday probably unlikely. Again, anything can happen.
Know. We started
would
talking about
that...
Poet at $6 a share in November, so I just want it's not crazy, but I'm doubtful.
Yeah, I would agree with you there that they're probably the short call.
Poet and Nokia were a couple of the first tickers we talked about when we started the show in November. We didn't take either, and they are both up substantially since November. We suck.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. But yeah, no, good find there, good example there of just kind of understanding the Greeks of the contracts and all that. I mean, yep, it's one of those that you could profit both ways on technically. I mean, you get a massive 10% move tomorrow.
To the right, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fun one. It's been fun to watch, just not so fun from the sidelines. Because if these both turn into something like when I called Hood at 11 a share, I'm gonna be butthurt pretty in debt. I'm still pissed about Hood. Hood's down, and it's still up like 110% from where I talked about it. Like I give up. No, not 100. Sorry, 1100%. I forgot you got to move that decimal over. Fuck
just a
me.
little bit,
dude.
Just
I
a
suck.
little bit, not too much. Dude, my flow feed is pretty quiet.
Mine too. You can drop more random requests, folk. We'll hang out for a while. I'm probably done scalping, but we'll see if I get a new entry here while we're just hanging out. But go ahead and drop whatever tickers you want, breakdowns of. Anything on earnings you're watching, we can look at that. Get whatever the hell you guys want to do. We'll do it. We'll have some fun.
Oh, missed those.
EMN. Oh, those already moved nice.
17. Yeah, those already moved. I don't.
Yeah, they're up like a buck from the low. That's a chaser if you even think about it.
Oh, these guys just hit it. Looks like not too long ago. Yeah, nice spike in that net call premium. 51 days out. Let's take a peek. Yeah, when in doubt, I usually go to my options screen and just kind of start looking in there. Yeah, and this isn't the cleanest flow either. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, 500 there. You get a nice little IV spike there, filling with the ask. I mean, it's just kind of sporadic little fills on this one in that 5 minute time. Was it 5 or 10? Let's see. What is it?
See if NQ sets a new low here. I'm hands off. Yeah, I'm good on the day. We'll flow review into the end of the show, I think we hit our quota with the scalping. Unless you take some. Feel free. If you get spicy,
yeah,
you can get spicy.
I'm probably hands off too, just with that setup. It's not the cleanest setup. I don't know. Look at my volume ones here. Who's getting a lot of volume here? LWLG 717.10 put 6,400.
Holy moly. NASDAQ just kicked out the chair. Nice drop there. Oof. Another new low for NASDAQ. Let's see if they really knife this through those inflection points on Periscope. NASDAQ's getting spicy. Holy moly! It must be my birthday.
When do we get our update? We should have an update. Oh, we do have our update.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look
yeah,
at that
they're
positioning
dropping
below
off
still.
from the top.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're dropping off from up top.
Maybe
building.
they...
That's 75, 74, 75.
Maybe they just really pulled a rug today. How's NVIDIA looking now? It was down 2% when we last looked at it. I wonder if it's closer to 3 now.
2.5.
Nasdaq's getting a nice little bounce here. Let's see what they do with it.
There's not much for flow coming
That would have been fun if anyone was short. It's over now. Nice little bounce here off the bottom. They're up about 60 points from that new low they set. See if they get any recovery action. But that was a nice little move. If you noticed, SPX didn't make a new low with the Nasdaq. Did they bounce right at that last negative gamma there?
Yeah, close.
Positive and negative as inflection points, because that's what I've noticed. They both get reactions. Even if the continuation happens, they both get reactions. And there's a reaction right there. Now I wonder if we just test the top of the same range again.
I was just going to say that. Oh.
So fucking funny.
I can't sit in that stuff, man. I need a cleaner, like, not a 5-point range. I mean, obviously you can make money scalping 5 points here and there, but man, like those like 30-point moves, just slow grind up days. They're slamming the puts here. I think you might still see some. Oh, what's this one? Oh, big bid side. I wonder if they're closing. Yeah.
Dude, I'm getting hot. We finally have an HVAC guy coming today, and I really hope it's an easy fix because it's gonna be like 92 degrees today. I'm sweating already, dude.
Dude,
yeah, well, I mean, it was a holiday weekend. It was a holiday weekend. We didn't realize it till Friday because we haven't like ran it yet. And I called him on Friday, no response, got voicemail. Then it was a long weekend. Obviously, the HVAC guy's not going to go out on Memorial Day and bust his ass in the heat. I wouldn't either. Finally got a hold of someone yesterday, and they're coming today, pretty much right after the show. And I need it because, bros, it's not even hot yet, and you can see the glistening forehead. It's all over for me.
I would laugh. Imagine if the guy shows up and he's like, "Hey, I was just watching you on WhaleWatch."
Nah, he sounded like he's in his mid to late 60s, just mom and pop
shop
type
maybe,
thing.
Maybe,
maybe. I doubt it. I fucking doubt it.
It'd be kind of cool. Yeah, those LWLGs are interesting though. You get that IV spike here. Spot is filling up the ask on these.
You know I like repeat hits, ascending fill as well.
Yeah.
Those are my bag with flow. I love to see. I love to see more buying on a contract as it gets more expensive because it shows they don't give a shit that it's getting more expensive.
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna save.
To Nasdaq straight up right back into that range off that low. That's so fucking funny. It's almost 100 points. Those gamma inflection points are god, dude. Like, I'm never trading without them again. They are too good. So spicy.
All right.
I'm gonna shut the hell
up. Yeah, I'm excited to see.
Flow.
I'm excited for those 1-minute updates, man.
I'm drooling.
I'm
drooling
because you'll get to see that actual positioning like happen in real time instead of that 10-minute delay. I'm just trying to like fathom it in my head, like where I can say that. I am excited. I will tell you that for sure.
It's like the Nasdaq might try to do little recovering. Well, let's save that LWLG. I like those.
Yep, I got her saved.
Now that said, they're down handsomely today, but as is the rest of the market. So it could be somebody trying to get a little bottom tick action.
Yep.
But it's worth tracking.
I want to see something else on those LWGs. Hold on. Just want to look at that previous 14 days too. Yeah, it doesn't get a lot of option activity. I mean, kind of flatline for the most part. Look at yesterday too. Yesterday had a lot of good put volume and we're down today. Yeah, curious to see if it's a carryover. Yeah, that's by far your biggest traded contract on the day are those puts. I want to look at that gamma.
Basically the only contract.
Yeah. Absolute gamma at 15. Yeah, I mean that's a pretty far. Where's our call wall? 32% above. Okay, so let's see. Let me just pop this over here. I just want to see. Put wall's down at $7. Hey, if you gotta, bounce down to 7 there, I mean that'd be a nice little trade there. I mean, it's a pretty wide range for that call wall and put wall on those there, and I'm just kind of looking at the expirations. Yeah, just wanted to kind of be cautious on anything puts. I'm cautious that it can be a hedge. Obviously doesn't necessarily mean everything's going to be a hedge, but I like seeing ask side calls and bid side puts more so.
You filthy bull.
I mean, just kind of like
the general options mechanisms.
Wise,
puts
yeah.
existed to hedge initially.
Yeah.
Now that said, plenty of people are getting some crazy gains on puts. Don't get me wrong. We see some. I mean, I would say that Tiger Flow was shady. That was some shady shit.
Yeah.
That was pretty aggressive positioning right before a major news drop. Come on.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sure
fishy.
they didn't. I just a lucky guess, I'm sure.
Lucky
guess.
Lucky guess.
Anything interesting here on my bid sides? And like selling premium, I'm really picky with that. I want short dated. Like, there's 60% out of the money 114 days. Like, 60% is a huge move, but like, I'd rather see 60% like 9 days. Like, something more reasonable.
Not kind of basically tomorrow or next year.
like even the SLS is 107% out of the money. Like, the odds of it probably expiring out of the money pretty favorable. I don't want to sit in something for 114 days and sell premium. Give me 107% out of the money like 10 days. Like, that's what I'm looking for there. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything interesting there. How's my ETF feed looking there? Yeah, not much on there either. Not much. And I don't know if you ever really look at IWM flow. I don't like IWM flow that much. Like, either way, call or puts, just it seems like it's just there and it never like fully moves.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've just never had
the Russell's a little bit of a different beast than the other two. If you're a futures scalper, you can do all right with the Russells. It's a little bit different with options, and honestly, it's not quite as liquid as SPY is either. I like SPX and XSP. They're a little bit better for taxes for options traders. They are taxed slightly differently than equities and ETFs are, but XSP has pretty low liquidity compared to SPY and SPX. SPX is a little pricey. I would say most people aren't slinging around 50 grand every day. So SPY's kind of the way to go in that regard. Just in terms of liquidity and affordability. A happy little medium. But I do prefer SPX and XSP.
I did find
IWM's just different.
Yeah, yeah, I'm usually just SPY QQQ if I'm trading ETFs. The 727 SPY puts came in here pretty big size, and we do have some pretty big size calls here as well a little earlier, but I'm kind of looking at these here. You're almost getting descending fill here, and just kind of looking at the table. Let me close this. You get that IV drop when it comes in. It's saying it's repeated. It's ascending fill. I just want to go find this here. So yeah, you're getting that ascending fill. IV's rising. Then IV drops a little bit here as that price drops. So that's probably part of the reason there. I mean, these look kind of buy to open to me here, but I want to look at those calls as well. Because that's, I mean, $1 million. It looks like a big premium, but for SPY millions, not even a drop in the bucket there. The 831 to 840 calls 12% out of the money, man. It's hard to believe that we're that close to 800 on SPY and then 8,000 on SPY.
I mean, it just seems like yesterday when I bought a SPY share for 26.9. That is very much in the rearview mirror. When I did it the first time, I didn't think I'd ever get a chance again, and then I did, so I got 2. I don't think it's going to happen again. It would take some pretty dramatic move, straight up popping of a bubble into the ether. Seems a little unlikely as time goes on, I'd say. But we'll see.
Are you trying to hint at an AI bubble?
That's how I feel about it. That shit can't be sustainable, man.
I like these SPY calls too. I mean, your IV is rising here. Spot price is rising. Repeated it's ascending fill. Yeah, these look good. And again, just kind of let me finish up here. Just, I mean, your timing's not the same. I would still favor that this is the same trader. I mean, there were 16 open contracts on this prior to today. What are the odds that you have two different people come in, 3,500 contracts there, followed by another 3,800 there?
Never tell me the odds.
Name that. Yeah, I mean, it's, you can't. So some of the times, obviously, like, you have to wait for the open interest to, like, verify it. But, like, I'm just trying to use my critical thinking skills here. Like, okay, well, there's 16 open contracts. There hasn't been a single other trade on this name today. And then just randomly you get 7,400 contracts come in. I bet you that that volume is going to carry over into open interest, barring anything major in here. And we can save this one here. I like the SPY calls better than the SPY puts. Let's just pop this in here. And these do look buy to open to me too as well. God, my notes are so bad.
I'm leaning that too. I don't have any reason not to believe so. And 96 days isn't crazy given the trajectory we've been seeing in the S&P. I think there's still plenty of opportunity for a lot of upside in the markets. I just don't think all of this AI data center shit is sustainable.
Yeah.
And whether it's this winter, next year after, something's gonna break, in my opinion. People are spending way too much money for zero returns on this shit. Like, I think something crazy will happen eventually. But I'm no macro expert. It's just the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, I don't know. I just, like, yes, the puts are 9 days out and they're only 3% out of the money, but it's, hey, I mean, both could profit. Both can profit. You just, one's 96 days, one's 9 days. So, I like the calls a little better. I see Tucker dropped a couple contracts in here as well.
Punch it, baby.
Let's see. So, Poet. Oh, these are the ones so that was from Full Meta X there. Thanks, Tucker, for posting that about 20 minutes late.
Yeah, totally. No problem, man. No problem.
You do a great job, man. You do a great job, even when you forget our donuts.
When the hell did we get donuts? What the fuck is this?
We didn't, because Tucker forgot to get them for us.
This is a bit that he's had for like the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, Tucker's our PA. Tucker is the PA. He is supposed to be feeding the talent.
I'm surprised you even know what a PA is. I thought you just said that's like a production term. That's crazy.
PA? Personal assistant?
That's production assistant. I'm a
public address
guy.
Public announcement?
Public
announcement.
Place of affection.
PDA.
Oh yeah, not from you. Sorry.
We're fucking.
Sorry,
stupid.
I'll pass on that one.
We're so dumb.
We don't put us in that bucket with Tucker. Don't put us in that bucket.
The guy you had on for Nvidia earnings is called. Who did we have on for Nvidia earnings?
Nate.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. He did call for the Nvidia drop. You're right, Patrick.
Yeah.
Happening.
Waldo wants to do a CoreWeave blanket request here, so yeah, we can take a peek there. Just kind of looking at the highest volume on the day. Not a bid side, maybe these. Oh, I got a big yacht coming. Tucker bores me.
Yeah. Put him on the screen and I'm done.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking here. A lot of open interest on this one. I hate those 3-day weekends, man.
They mess up my week, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, they make the week seem a lot longer too. These could be interesting.
Which is crazy because it's shorter. But I'm with you. It does feel longer.
Actually, these might not be interesting. So we had the pretty much all the contracts from yesterday carry over into today. We're seeing another 1,000 here off the gap down here. I wonder if, because these are 93% multi-leg, I wonder if they're rolling or what they're doing there. Ah, they are rolling them. Look at that.
Rolling.
So they're getting rid of their 103 puts and moving it to the 93 put, same expiration. So that's interesting there. Yeah, usually when I see multi-leg on my screen when I'm not doing this, nope, I'm out. Bye. Don't care. Don't care. Could care less. So yeah, I mean, I'd still read this as bearish here, and it looks like they only rolled half of that position too. Yeah, only rolled about half of that position. Interesting. Anything else on CoreWeave? Let's just kind of go in here, take a peek. Those 30 days, these are, ooh, this was a big one. Big bid side one here, 35% out of the money. Kind of look here. So, I mean, yeah, you're getting that IV drop there. It's almost, I mean, it's more on the bid side there. It's almost, I mean, to me, that's almost a mid fill there when it's, you're so close to the mid there, you're just kind of getting a favorable fill at that point. I typically ignore stuff like this. Even hard to kind of speculate if it's, you know, a sell or a buy. I don't like them when they're kind of towards the mid like that. I just kind of pass on something like that. And I mean, they're 53 and they're trading at 62 right now. So I mean, they would be up if they actually were buying those. Anything else in here? Maybe that. No, short-dated call. Nothing there. 101. How about these? Oh, big multi-leg on these. Let's just look at it here. If I could click, that would help. So 4-legged ask side calls here. So the 6.5 101 call and the 5.29 101 calls.
Open interest dictates all of these could potentially be closures. Just want to point that out quick, except for the 101 for 6.5.
Correct. Yep.
Now, size-wise, it still could be. Not necessarily a new trade, just because there's more volume than open interest. That volume has to be bigger than prior volume on the day and open interest combined to be a guaranteed new position. But I mean, full size of those 270, that's bigger than 231. We've got a new position there. I think it's just a simple little roll here. Equal size. These expire in 2 days. These are another week out. It's the same strike. It could be a spread. It could be a clean roll. This one's a little harder to read. Everything is that perfect. Well, no, these aren't perfect ass fills, huh? These 635s. Yeah,
it
could be a buy to close, sell to open. It could be a lot. It could be a lot.
And this is why I avoid multi-legs, because there's so many questions that can go into them, and it's just, you're already guessing 50-50 on a
right.
Just by reading a tape. So I mean, it's the multi-leg adds another whole nother level. I mean, barring like, a simple roll or something.
Right.
Let's see. Anything else for CoreWeave? Let me just go back in here and check. Oh, I suppose I had this up here. I didn't have to do that. The 9. Okay, so that's one we looked at. Anything gamma-wise for it? Absolute gamma's at 120. So yeah, we got a little upside there. So we're coming into that acceleration right now. Where is our put wall? Call wall's 19. Oh, so call wall's up at 122. Let's just pop this over here. So we don't even have a put wall right now on here. So there's you can see that acceleration here. Here's all your net gamma on the put side of things there on that strike. So yeah, I mean, there's not a put wall on here, so there's not really a defined support for that. I do kind of looking here. I'm looking at that 618, expiration here right now. Yeah, it's that 105 strike that they like there. That 105 would kind of get some interest to me there. Your short-dated ones, kind of that 100 strike. Maybe that 105 strike, too. Just, oops. Man, my clicking skills are not that good. 6.5 could be of interest too. A little acceleration above us at 103, and then 108 is your highest. So yeah, I mean, I like that 618 expiration. I like that 618 expiration. Just kind of look down here again. Yeah, you can see that here too. Your net gamma. This is your highest net gamma value right now. So that is the strike. There is a lot of the expiration. There's a lot of focus on, and yeah, just kind of looking at the strikes. Yeah, that 120. You can come down here too and look too. So 618. Yeah, 120, 618 is their kind of heavy one there, as well as at 130. Oof. Yeah, you could. Yeah, that's an interesting strike and expiration. Just something to keep on. I don't have any flow to really back it up right now, though. Thing open, maybe. How about that 618, 130? Yeah, it's not a lot of open interest on that.
Yeah, not the cleanest.
Yeah, this one could be a little more clean here. Let's just see if it carried over. So we got 514 and 521. 514, about half of that carried over. Same with the 521. Yeah, you know, nothing super interesting that's brand new opening wise. Man, there's a lot of. It's not really directional though. I was gonna say there's a lot of open interest on that 618 call strike. Again, it's not really directional. Yeah, nothing new, but I do like kind of seeing that that call wall at that 120 there. I mean, that's a big move up there. Big move up. How's the premiums kind of look the last? Yesterday I had some good call premium here. Let's go back to yesterday. Sure. Let's go look here. So the 918 120 call. They might not care too much yet. Yeah, look at that. 5200 there. Yeah, most of that carried over. I want to see how that flow looks. 48. Yeah, a bunch of different timings. I'm just going to go with this guy right here. Yeah, I mean, small IV drop when it comes in there. I mean, that price did go down a little bit. Yeah, just kind of coming in at the bid. Where's the ask side for this? Let's see if I can find that ask side. Yeah, there's just a lot of mix of bid and ask in here. I don't typically like seeing that. Just trying to find that. Okay, here we go. Here's our big ask side. So I mean, all coming in at the ask for 7. Yeah, I mean, I like that IV pop here at the end, even though it's on the 4 contracts. As that price is going down, that's interesting to me. I'd probably lean wide open. I mean, this thing had a very volatile name. And what was the other one as well? The 821 120 call getting action yesterday as well, with all of that carrying over. Let's take a peek here. Yeah, a little IV drop when it comes in with that price. Price went up to, I don't like that. I don't like that. And it drops again a little bit more at the end. Yeah, a little more questionable on these. I don't like seeing that drop, especially when that price initially was up. And then you see it drop again at the end with that price staying the same. Yeah, I like that first set there, and I was gonna say big multi-leg. No, 23%. What is it, multi-leg yesterday at all?
I'm also not. I mean, CoreWeave contracts get really pricey. Really
yeah,
fast. We're looking
IV
at
so high
$1,400 contracts here. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
I would never pay that much for one contract, no matter what my bankroll is. I imagine nobody in the audience is gonna buy that contract either.
Yeah.
I'll go as far as to say straight up don't buy that contract.
Yeah, that's very pricey. Very pricey. Yeah, I'd say I like the gamma setup on it more so. There's not really much flow to back it up, though. Not too much flow to back it up. What's our periscope doing? Just still chopping between that range, man. That's... I'm happy I'm kind of hands off right now because there's not really much going on. How's our volume look? I bet our volume's pretty low on the day so far.
Yeah, they're still ranging with a downside pattern, but SPX is yet to make a new low. It's just kind of hanging out. Yeah, no new lows yet for SPX. NASDAQ did, but no SPX new lows, and NASDAQ's trying to hang on by the skin of its teeth.
I think we stay choppy today. I mean, we got PT and GDP tomorrow.
We got the big move right out of the open. Literally what we said would happen happened. We're content on my one prop firm account. The other one I haven't taken a trade on yet. We're chilling. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably done trading for the day. I don't got any other reason to chase shit. CBRL, what even is that, Dave? I don't think I've ever seen that ticker in my life. CBRL. Oh, it's fucking Cracker Barrel. They're up 6%. What?
Cracker Barrel.
What?
That's not a name I expect to hear on here.
They're up 39% year to date too. Are you kidding me?
What is happening over at Cracker Barrel? What's going on over there?
That's interesting.
Why? Oh, well, let's see if anybody had any fun flow going into it. That's funny as shit to me.
Tim Moore has revealed recent stock.
Analysts and stuff I don't give a shit about. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, that's, I mean, it doesn't. I want to look at that. See if there's it doesn't really look like there's much front running there. I mean, pretty flat overall. Look at that put spike there on 522. I wonder what, I gotta see what that put spike was.
Yeah, that's an oops if they longed those puts. It's probably those 25s right below.
Yep,
Must have high open
the ones
interest.
I missed. Just look at, yeah, that's okay. Let's see. Ew, come here.
Ew.
522. Well, I mean, it's not. I was looking for something clean more so, and that's not very clean. Wonder if they were short puts. Let's see if we can get any clues in here. So we got earnings in 8 days too. This one. Okay, so it's all coming in kind of sporadically here. 15. Yeah, just kind of. I mean. Yeah, it looks like that 836.50 is kind of your main time there. Yeah, it's just sporadic little hits.
It is.
I do. Here's your kind of potential flag that could have maybe kind of, again, that timing's all different in here, so it makes it that. I don't like when that timing is different.
It's hard
like
to say
that,
confidently it's one person when it's so
yeah,
sporadic.
especially when it's a small size like that. Now, if it was like you know, like a 70.
Yeah, at the exact same timestamp, I could be convinced just looking at it. But beyond those smaller sizes, it's kind of spread out throughout the rest of the day as well.
Yeah.
It didn't all come in the morning. I hope they didn't long them nonetheless.
I like seeing that kind of IV drop there at the end. I mean, I would maybe assume they were sure. I mean, hard to tell. There's so much just not the cleanest looking flow, which, you know, kind of doesn't give me the best feeling that it's potentially, you know, a buy, so that could be a short. Just kind of looking in here. Yeah, there wasn't really any ask side calls here. I want to go back to today. I just want to look at some of that highest open interest stuff and see if there's anything that was front ran on here. Not really there. How about the call here? Maybe this guy. We'll see if this one held in here. Came back in on 5.8 there. I just want to go look at 5.8. 5.8. Oh, and there's still a lot of open. There's been a lot of open interest.
Yeah,
on
I don't know.
For a while.
It doesn't seem like anything super preemptive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way back early May, they had a couple hundred, but that's not anything relative to the full open interest on it. You don't like that. I do, interestingly enough, they're still coming in on that May 6th range.
Ooh, how about
that one's sooner.
108, 420. Hey, look at that.
Hey,
look
Lamau.
at that.
Blaze it for Jesus.
Again, though, not the cleanest looking tape. Again, all different timings in here, so it's hard to kind of know. Now, like this one versus that other one, I'd speculate more that this is probably the same person, just you're getting that heavier size. But again, there's still a lot of open interest on this one kind of already, so it's more cloudy. Now, if the open interest was like 1, I'd probably make you a very fair wager that it's the same person.
Yeah.
But with that much open interest, probably not. I mean,
hey, if you know, if any of these guys are preemptive, good for them. It's just really hard to get a read on directionality for them, but it's pushing into that zone pretty firmly. I'm curious to see if they reclaim those low 40s and start pushing back up toward those highs from August.
Your absolute gamma is at 42, so
Abs.
that is going to act
Abs.
like your biggest thing here. I want to look at our kind of little heat map type thingy here. Yeah, this week's expiry at 37.5 has a lot of gamma on it there. How about anything past that? Not really anything past that. We have earnings this week, I think. What did it say? Oh, I swear it said earnings in 8 days. Am I correct? Oh, that is it. Jeez, June's already 8 days away. Holy crap, man.
Yeah, we're teleporting through 2026 while everything burns around us. It is what it is.
Oh, man. I was like, June? That doesn't sound right. I was like, oh. Well, I didn't even know last week it was Memorial Day weekend. I'm like, already? But yeah, this thing doesn't really hit its implied move either.
Yeah, it just stays right in it. Stays
big
right
wide
within
implied moves too. Big implied moves. Yeah, that 1 day move. Yeah, just, I mean, very light in there. Yeah, good little find there. Was there anything today? I didn't even really look at the flow today, I guess. About that 618.40 call. Yeah, could be some profits coming off. Oh, a lot of open interest again on this one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like hard to know if this guy's related to this one.
Nothing's crystal clear at all. Oh well, I mean, it is what it is. You're not always gonna find some crazy dude that most likely knows something we don't. It is what it is. Don't gotta try to force it.
Yeah, just kind of looking big multi-leg here.
Yeah, just all kinds of messy flow through Cracker Barrel.
Yeah. All right.
That'll do it for Cracker Barrel, I think.
Those odd names that come in that you don't really see a lot of trades on.
I just straight up always forget Cracker Barrel's even publicly traded. I'm gonna be honest. All right, folks. I don't see any new requests. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip us over.
I just dropped one.
Oh, you piece of shit!
Oh,
how dare you?
Okay.
How dare you?
This is a CLF 13 call 717.
Yeah, I can pop that.
Nah, actually, this is a good example right here. Look at the volume we got today. That's spicy.
Yeah, oof.
That's
big
spicy.
Volume there. 18Ks, kind of the big opener had a little 5100 bagger before there. The 18K is what should be catching your eye here. Yeah, that thing 111 there, it's up at 141 now. That's a pretty big move. Just kind of want to see when it starts coming here. 72. Oh yeah, you're getting some good movement on these contracts here. I'm gonna remove this and just gonna kind of start from the beginning because this is a pretty good example here. Ooh, did I freeze?
No.
Nope. Okay. Okay, I'm done. I'm like, why is it not letting me up? Jeez, man. Maybe, if you click the next button, that would help a little bit. That would help a little bit. What time were these at? 8:55 and 9, and then 905.
I'm gonna go with that first set of orders is dipping their toes in, and the large volume that followed is putting on full size after confirmation of directionality. That's what that feels like. The only reason I say that is because there's a good little trajectory on CLF on the longer time frame as well, kind of a recovery pattern. I trade like that when I scalp. I add into my move as I get confirmation and then trim at target levels. And so when I see flow like this, dipping the toe a little bit there, and then an explosion of volume not that long later, that's how my brain reads it, is dipping the toe and then sizing up. Is that a guarantee? No, I'm not the trader, like Anthony says as well. You're not going to know exactly what's going on unless you are that trader, but this seems like some pretty momentous buying on this contract specifically. I'm leaning BTO.
Yeah, that first chunk, I like the second one kind of more for the confirmation. That first chunk by itself, I'd kind of be a little hesitant on. Just a lot of it kind of came in at the mid there, and then you got the big trade come in here again, not fully at the ask at the time, but when we look at that second batch of contracts that comes in, nice IV spike, big IV spike here on the big size and premium. That is what I like to see. Spot kind of IV drops a teeny bit there, but spot's still filling at the ask. Then you get some bid side in here. You know, that it's hard to say it once you've already seen it kind of make a move there. You know, just kind of seeing this all in real time though, I'd be a little potentially hesitant just with it kind of finishing at the bid there. But I mean, you have that ascending fill still there, but it's at the bid, and then you're getting that. I'd lean buy to open again, kind of like you were saying there. It's set up for it. I just, you know, in real time, like this would have been a good real time one to see, just where you have different little yellow flags that stick up in there.
And they are spaced by seconds as well.
Yeah.
And notably, the smaller size is what's hitting at the bid. I think they're just continual fills from these. 7 seconds later, it's 7 seconds. The bid-ask spread can do wonky shit on the brokers. I'm still leaning bot to open.
Yeah, I mean, I'd hope they're buy to open.
Either way, but I'm leaning bot to open on those for sure.
They're 1% out of the money too.
They're
I
like
mean,
right there.
Yeah,
would you short calls that are at the money?
No, absolutely not.
Balls.
Absolutely
unless the
not.
trajectory is like absolutely dog shit, we're dumping. I'm not touching an at the money call on the short side.
Especially 51 days out.
Maybe if I have a shitload of shares and
Still,
I'm okay selling them here, I'll take a chance at getting some premium. Maybe I'd try it. But at the money seems a little too risky to sell calls.
Yeah, especially 51 days out. Like, no, you know, if they were maybe like a day out or something, that's a little different. But still, I don't like seeing the at the money sells. Just, I mean, like, I know obviously, you know, it can provide good confirmation, like, hey, if you're selling puts right at the money, you're looking for a big pop, and then vice versa, you know, you're looking for a big dip on there. But I think premium sellers typically will sell a little further out of the money contracts. I've never sold something like within a 3% range of the money. I mean, that's it can get dicey, but like, you know, you're like 30-40% out of the money, like, you know, the odds are in your favor. Time is on your favor, especially if you're short or dated there. But yeah, I would lean these or buy it. I mean, it's looking, I mean, hindsight right now, they're up, so.
Yeah, usually if I'm trying to nab premium and be a little safer about it, I'm going pretty far out of the money.
Yeah.
And especially on the put side, you can get pretty far out of the money and still capture decent premium depending on the name. But the dangers are also bigger. You know, you know, I don't fuck with sold calls regardless. It's too risky for me. That is, selling calls is so goddamn risky. Risk of ruin on that is literally infinite. You could potentially infinitely owe money, because calls can potentially infinitely go up.
There's no ceiling. There's no ceiling on a stock.
Thing as a ceiling. There is a floor,
but
it's zero, so the risk of ruin is still absolutely massive. It's just not technically infinite like calls.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good place for us to send homies into the ether. I'm gonna flip us on over to our big beautiful faces for a little outro ditty. Yeah. Hey, that was another episode of WhaleWatch. We kind of killed it with the scalps this morning. It does suck we missed the biggest move, but hey, that's just a product of being safe after you win. You don't need to give back your wins. You can dip your toe in here and there, but once you're at a certain point, you don't got to push it. You don't got to force up trade. We don't need to do that. Now, it is still really cool to me that every single Mr. Whale pick from last episode, skipping Friday. Friday doesn't exist. From Wednesday of last week. Every single one except for one out of like a list of 10 printed. That was cool as shit. So we're going to play around with that prompt. Probably share it around later and let other people play with it and see if they can fine-tune it. But I'm genuinely surprised that, especially, I mean, the Tiger one went 800%, dude. Like, that's just, come on. Now, real quick, if you came in late and you missed the beauty that is the last 25% discount you're going to see in a hot minute, code STREETSTOCKS for 25% off your first 3 months of any subscription tier or your first year on annual. Mr. Whale is included everywhere you subscribe as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tucker, but I'm pretty sure Retail Basic also has access to the Whale. So if you're a subscriber at all, you can play with Mr. Whale and get cool shit like that. The Periscope tool that we scalp live on the show, you saw us take those trades at the open, and about 20 to 30 minutes after the open, we kind of killed it, I gotta say. All the movements happened as we predicted with Periscope. That is available on the Retail Pro tier. 25% off across the board, homies. Again, this is only available to the folks that tune into the show. This code will get nuked. It will be gone at the end of the day, probably as early as market close. So kind of last chance, last call to hit this discount. You will never see a discount this big on site-wide sales that we run on the main account. This is only for you guys because you're special and we think you're cute. Code STREETSTOCKS for that. I'm going to take that shit off the screen, put my beautiful face back on here. Friday morning show, a little bit after the open, we're going to be joined by a Joe named Joe on Twitter. Many of you probably know him. If you don't, shoot him a follow. He's a damn good flow trader, an Unusual Whales affiliate. He's going to be on to go over some of the ways he uses the tools, some of the trades he likes to take. And we're going to start doing that maybe once a week if I can get it set up, because I want to have some different viewpoints. All things considered, Anthony and I trade pretty similarly. I'm just more to the short side. He's more to the long side. And I imagine that gets a little boring. So I just want different viewpoints, different types of trading on the show. So we're going to start having guests a lot more frequently, starting Friday, again, with a Joe named Joe. Other than that, folks, here's that beautiful code one more time on my face. Last chance, last call. And we will see you guys Friday morning. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a good rest of your day.
See ya.
See ya.